It's been nigh on 11 months since the first lockdown here in England. And no matter where you are in the world, I think it's fair to say we're all going a little bit mad. Although it's affecting us in different ways. For me, this means that I've pretty much given up on my personal appearance. I haven't shaved my head for over a fortnight and my facial hair's just doing whatever it wants. Because it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm either at work where I'm covered in PPE or I'm sat at home. I know I make these videos, but I don't think anyone's watching for my dazzling good looks or immaculate personal grooming. But some men are doing the exact opposite, in a bizarre new trend of strategically shaving their body hair. The majority of people who watch this channel are either from the UK or the USA, so let's start with a couple of patriots, like this guy from the United Kingdom. Now that must have taken a lot of time and effort to do, but the impression I get is he's one of those shirtless morons that walks about topless every time the temperature hits double figures. Also, for me, it seems to suggest that one of his hobbies is casual racism. Then, from the United States of America, we have this guy, and again, that must have taken time and effort. I love that he's got his red baseball cap on backwards. I think we all know that it says something about making America great again. And for me, I think this guy looks like he'd invite you to his home to meet his mother, sister and wife, and there'd only be one woman there. To begin with, I was somewhat confused by the design on this gentleman. And then I realised that that octopus type design is almost identical to the label on crack and rum, and suddenly this makes more sense. He's thrown a bottle of rum down his neck and thought he'd look much better with a sea monster on his chest. Then we have this chap. Now either he's a big Batman fan, or this has come from an upcoming film where Bruce Wayne has lost all his money and finally cracked. Because although Batman is really good fun and really cool, it's essentially the story of a billionaire orphan who's so rich and mental he spends his evenings as a vigilante crime fighter wearing fancy dress. I admit I like this one because I think it's amusing, and also it would piss off those very angry bitter women who say that they're feminists but in fact just hate everyone. Because 3 or 4 years ago I was going to a gig at university, and before it started I was in the bar, and there was a very angry woman saying that it's disgusting the double standards in society, because when the weather's hot men can walk around shirtless but women have to cover their breasts. And I remember thinking, if any of the women in here want to get their tits out, none of the men are going to complain. Because of the various lockdowns, like many people, I've put on weight. I've put on a lot of weight. So much so that when I get home, I do a proper workout every day. Because if I don't, when lockdown is finally lifted, if I go to the beach, Greenpeace will turn up and try and roll me into the sea. But rather than working out, I could just do what this gentleman has done. What an absolute fucking legend. That's the end of this video, but I just want to thank my good mate Charlie from the Bad Soul Buskers for suggesting this topic. The Bad Soul Buskers are a band, and some of us can vaguely remember what live music is. Thanks for watching.